Awesome, guys here. Well, we should be live now. Uh, Everybody, welcome. Thank you for being here with us another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie, hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. I already see some people already on the chat that be hanging out. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Pains RC, Chunky Customs, Christopher, True Blood brother. Welcome in, my brother. Here, that thank you so much for stopping by. We course today we have our special guest, Joe Collins, Exocaged brother. Welcome.
What's up, man?
Always an honor to have you here, brother, with us. We feel like you're part of the family already. For always, supporting
I
us.
do what I can.
Yes, brother. It means a lot to us, man. We know our veterans enjoy hanging out with you and out there in the Exoplex down there. We're gonna be talking about that. We'll be talking about No Man Left Behind. The past one in 2024 in December a little bit, and then we go from there. Just let me welcome some of the guys. Like I was mentioning, we got a True Blood in the house, brother Amir, Thompson RC, welcome. Papa Shorty, thank you for stopping by. Robert, Sergeant J, thank you. Thompson RC, thank you guys for stopping by. Real quick. So Jim, Josh, welcome in, my brother. How you doing, man?
Good.
How was your weekend, bro?
It was good. I went down to Country Junction Hobbies, ran the indoor course and broke half the stuff on my S624 but played with my VRD Cartman and got some new tires for it.
Nice.
Good weekend, man.
The question is, did you find your nuts?
I did find my nuts.
Okay.
Little tiny nuts. Now my link is fixed.
Awesome, brother. That's so cool, man. Let me see here. Bennett, brother, you're all over the place now. Where you at right now?
Montana, like 2 miles from North Dakota, like 30, 40 miles from Canada. I'm way up there by Jake, almost.
Oh my God, you can see Jake probably. Where Jake at?
It's definitely not Florida weather up here.
Oh, tell me about it, brother. And so how was your weekend? I guess you've been traveling. Did you just got there today or?
I got here last night, like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Other than that, Saturday, busy pressing stuff.
Bro.
And
getting those orders rolling in.
Yep.
Awesome, bro.
The sad thing about it is I've been so busy doing other stuff. I haven't touched an RC in like 2.5 months.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah. Eyebrow says it all.
Hey, brother, it just another time right there, man, and just wishing you nothing but the best, brother. It's gonna be awesome, and can't wait for us to be mentioning here all that stuff and share it with everybody. But I love it, brother. Just proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Let me see. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get one. That's so cool, bro. I love it. Got your 6 month. We gotta support our veterans organization, our veterans own business. So can't wait, guys. Can't wait for us to share all that with you. A lot of our guys already been sharing it for Bennett. So that's awesome. Kurt's RC, welcome in. Juan Lacos, Russell, welcome in. If we miss anybody, Dan Woodruff, thank you so much, brother. Everybody to stop by. We miss anybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let me see. Dennis, brother, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. Just getting bored. Just can't wait till I can do some more with this arm.
It's gonna be the RoboCop arm. Telling now we say hi to Dennis, shake his hand. You gotta be careful. He can break your hand now with that.
Yeah, worked on the Red Cat Ascent, put a couple parts on there today and just kind of hanging out. Can't
Awesome.
do much anyhow with all the snow we got. So
Yes, yeah, that weather you guys have been getting, bro. It's just crazy down there. All of you guys down there.
yeah, the other day when it came in, we got about a foot of snow here.
Hey, when it's cold here in Florida, we know you guys are getting worse than that. Because I know by Joe this weekend, it got on the low 30s, right, Joe?
Yes. Dude, we had a fire going. I got that burn pit, the one we had at the No Man event.
Yeah.
Man, because we had like a little bit of a race thing on Saturday.
Nice.
We had the fire going. Then on Sunday, we had the Winter Series event number 3 here. And man, we had the fire going there. Sean, Jack's RC Recycle Repair, he brought out a big propane heater thing. So
nice.
it warmed up beautiful, like 50 degrees, man. It was gorgeous. Beautiful day.
That is awesome. Awesome. Let me see here. Basher Boy in the house. Welcome, Gabe, bro. Good to see you here, my brother. John Kirk. Oh, awesome. Our brothers, our fellow veterans from Georgia, and coming down for our outing on Saturday. Awesome, John. Looking forward to see you, my brother. Looking forward to see you. Neto, welcome in. If we miss anybody that came in, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it, everyone. Let me see here. Robert, how was your weekend, bro?
My
He had
body.
cookies in his mouth.
Yeah, I did.
Jeez.
Now just working hard. Been over at Cotton's RC Village, just helping them build some courses to get ready for next month's event. And it's just a lot of work. My body hasn't moved like this in a long time. I've used muscles that I forgot I had. Yeah, I'm sore.
So that's awesome, man. So it's looking amazing,
Yeah.
right there. That's an event coming up next month, right? Next month.
Next month. 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Awesome, bro. So that's something here, guys. You guys know we mentioned it. We have been mentioning in previous show. USD is not happening this year. I just want to say congratulations, right, to Rob and
Yep.
Amanda for that beautiful baby. So that's congratulations on them, and I know that they'll be back next year. With USD. So I'm looking forward for that. So congratulations on their beautiful baby. Awesome. So they got a baby Matthew now. That's awesome.
I don't know. Makes me worry. 2 Robs. Kidding, Rob, if you're watching. I love you.
We love you, Rob. We love you, Rob. JMRC, welcome in, my brother. Nicole, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate you. So let me see here, guys. This past week, we're getting ready to do an O11C outing. This week, weekend coming up with our guys. Looking forward to that. I know our guys from California, they're planning for another outing next weekend as well in Apple Valley, and also have down there they have some stuff coming up down the pipes for them. So we got more veterans joining that chapter down there in California. So looking forward for that. Also, a huge shout out to the PRPC program from the VA hospital. Had our VA monthly outing. We had a trail run this past Friday with the VA hospital and the PTSD and rehab program. Shout out to the director of that program, a social worker, all the doctors down there that were trailing with us. It was a beautiful day for us to trail. Nice and cold weather for beach trailing down here in Florida. So our veterans had an amazing times. The veterans that the VA program brought. So thank you so much. Our veterans that are a part of this program are helping out, organizing the trail, all that stuff. Frank, Jay, from Dr. Dance, man, he knows those trails like the back of his hand. So always leading the trails. Shout out to him. Ronald, Roger, all our guys here from our our chapter down here in the Melbourne and the Brevard County area. So thank you so much for being part of that, guys. Every month, working hard with those veterans coming in. So it means a lot to us. So looking forward for our next outing next month with the VA hospital. RC Daily, welcome in. Yes, we gonna have some of our guys are gonna be down there in Beat the Creek coming up. Definitely. We're gonna have some people down there. Yes. So and that's it. Let me show see I can show some pics here, some of the outing. As you know, some of this pictures that we always mention, I cannot stress it enough. The VA hospitals and rules, we don't show faces or whatnot. There's a lot of stuff back because there's that for a reason. And there's not a lot. Let me stop here. Where did I lost my pics? Robert, what you did to them, man?
I don't know. Over there on the left side.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You see, appreciate it. So appreciate some of our guys down there Friday, and so I think we had about 10, 12 people together for that outing within our guys and their guys, and always enjoy those trails down there. So looking forward. We got new veterans. A lot of those veterans guys never had RC in their hands. Just we had like two of them first time had an RC, a remote control in the hands. So we had an amazing time down there with our guys. Always enjoy those trail walks with our guys and that class with the VA hospital. Thank you so much, everyone that is part of that. We have been doing that for 2 years now, so we're very proud of that. Tony, Linear by Tony's awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out with us, Tony. Appreciate it. So so we have Rob, you mentioned, let me see how we can find more on the Cottons event, right? So we can show it on the.
Okay.
Let me see.
I believe I messaged you a link last week. I'll send it to you again.
Yes, please. So we can show that also. Another event that we have that's going to be in March. Georgia Rock Zombie has a Zombie Palooza, right? Happening already in March. That one, when you get me that, so I'm gonna get that Zombie Palooza one. And that's gonna be happening in March. You guys know, if you follow them, what is it? Oh my goodness, a Wet and Wild event is not happening no longer. And then so this is gonna be from March 9th to the 10th. Let me show this one real quick. Our guys, I'm gonna be posting a location of this event. So got some of the sponsors out there already. And so that's it's a new location, guys. So I think they already had the tickets are available for them. I think they posted for the tickets today as well, guys. So that's gonna be in March. March is Zombie Palooza, also the FMS festival is gonna be happening as well in that event. In conjunction with that event. Why I cannot, everything changed on this one. I did upgrade on all this stuff, and now it changed how to share stuff here on the link. Chainsaw, welcome in. Oh no, RC, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Send you the flyer and the link to the event, the event page.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Chainsaw. Unknown Eric, brother. Good to have you. Hey, JDS RC. Thank you so much. Let me share this with you guys real quick. And this is some of the events here locally down in Florida, guys, that always we like to support our guys and share all the stuff that they're gonna be doing right throughout the year. And thank you so much for always supporting local community, man, and local hobby shop, our local guys that do all this stuff for us to have fun, right? There's a lot of hard work that goes through assembling and getting all these events ready, guys. So this one here, let me share here. I already post a link, guys. This one is for the Cuttons scale RC truck experience. This happening this year. Also, there have the dates. That's going to be next month from the 16th to the 18th, guys. Amazing location. I know Robert can tell you more about it, guys, but I know we went there last year for an O11C private outing, and our guys had an amazing time. Great location. Now it changed a lot, right?
It changed a lot. It's a lot bigger. There's more room. There's a complete bashing area now. And then right across the field is there's now an opened area where we've created 6 additional courses. One of them is for construction vehicles. It's like a little quarry that we've designed and put together, and it's pretty sweet. The one that, if anybody's saw my Instagram, that course is being sponsored by J Concept. So we just finished that one today.
Okay.
And I had to keep them in mind, the tires and everything that they use. And, we need some good photo shots, but it's a good challenging course. It's for class 2, class 3 rigs. And the one that I'm sponsoring is going to be a little bit further in the back. And it's going to be more class 0
Jurassic Park
dollhouse,
thing.
class 1
Oh.
friendly. So
Jurassic Park thing.
no, no. I'll do that next year, but this year, it's gonna be a rat theme. The
Okay.
course is gonna be called Rat Trap,
Okay.
and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Awesome. Looking forward for that. Awesome. Good job, guys. Robert there and Cuttons, everybody that is involved in getting this event together. Let me see if we miss anybody that came in. I think Yuck Yard Dog. Thank you so much, brother. We always enjoy meeting people from the hobby that we are very grateful of welcome meet us veterans into this hobby, especially our organization here, Operation 11 Charlie. We're very grateful. Yes. So the link isn't working. Which link? Team Yup Yard. Let me see here. The last one. Well, I think it goes straight to the Facebook, so probably that's why. If the link isn't working, let me know which link, because I put one there for the Zombie Palooza and the other one for the Cuttons RC event next year. You guys, can anybody from us click on that link and see if it works on their side? Because it worked on mine. It could be that if they're not connected to Facebook for some reason, it will not let it open or not. Unless, is that a private group?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah, because if we are part of that, so yeah, probably that's what it is, Rob. If we could get a link on the
Mine
page,
doesn't work.
yeah, that's why probably you're not part of that group, right, Bennett?
I don't think I am.
That's why, Robert. We could find a public one. That's what it is, because they're not part of that private group. They should have something. I hope they have something on their public page, right? Yep. Bob's RC, welcome in, brother. You're Don RC, Jeremy Burris, welcome in, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. So if you find that one, you can post it there or just send it to me and I will share it with you guys. So that's a local here for our guys. Oh, sweet. Just got it. That is is this a public one, Rob, or
You're muted.
you muted, brother? You muted, Rob.
That's the it's still the private page. They don't have one that's public at the moment because they were getting a lot of inappropriate spam.
Oh yes, it's all over the place, all over
Yes.
social media.
But if you go ahead and hit join, I'll make sure that you get in.
Got you. Yep. we apologize for that. Hopefully that can be fixed, guys, and we can have a public so we can share that for you, Team Young Yard, so you guys can see it. Again, it's an amazing location there. They're working very hard, and again, we enjoyed that location down there when we went to crawl, and now adding trails to it, right? As well. So that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. Looking forward to that. Other than that, anything else, guys, that you guys want to mention before we go to Joe here with us? No. So awesome. So let's get in with Joe. Again, it's an honor to have you, like always, Joe. We appreciate it. We appreciate it very much, brother. Like we mentioned earlier, always enjoy. We cannot stress it enough, and thank you enough for always welcoming us, all our guys down there. Looking forward, looking forward to hang out with you. But how you been doing, brother? I know you've been busy, retired now, right? How's that lifestyle right now?
There has been no retirement. Let me assure you that, buddy.
That's what everybody says, that life gets busier after that title gets hanged up.
Man, I tell you what, dude. The best part of what I get to do now is sleeping late with no alarm clock.
What's
That's
that?
the best part.
What?
Sleeping late in the mornings with no alarm clock.
What's sleeping late for you?
7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe 9.
Ooh.
I haven't set an alarm clock in years, and I'm up by 4:30 every day.
Yeah.
I went through all that, and I'm making a point to sleep late now.
Yeah, I try. Like old man syndrome, I wake up and have to go use the restroom, and then I'm awake. I can't go back to bed.
Yeah, I haven't made it there yet. I think I'm close though.
Old man syndrome kicks in. Alarm clocks go out the window.
Can you explain that to us, Dennis? No. We love you, Dennis. You muted, Dennis. You muted.
Dennis just has a bucket next to the bed.
My alarm's set for 5 o'clock. I'm up at 4 o'clock every day.
And then he's napping by 4:30.
Yeah. Again.
Man. The other morning, I woke up and it was, I want to say about 7 o'clock, and I'm not sure why. Now, this is the first time this has happened to me. It won't be the last. I guarantee you, it won't be the last. But woke up, heard it raining outside. I'm like, well, I can't go record anything, so I'll just lay here for a little bit. The next thing I know is 11 o'clock.
What?
I'm like, what the heck, man? I get up, my eyes are all blowed up because when you sleep too late.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What is that like? Yeah, it's like crazy. Before we saw Joe, I remember your videos were always uploaded, 5 o'clock in the morning, right, Joe?
Yeah. Those are scheduled to upload. I am not awake at 5 o'clock when they go up. So I am not awake when them things go up. But typically speaking, like if I know I have a lot of stuff to get done, what I'll do is usually midnight, 1 o'clock a.m. sometimes, I'll do all my intros right up there.
Okay.
This way I can get up, get a quick breakfast, something, and go right to work on the table right here because my face isn't in the camera. And I can do what I got to do right here, And then around maybe 10:30 or 11, I go outside to record because if I go out too early, the morning dew is like crazy.
Yes. Yep.
So I can't really do anything outside until about 10:30, 11 o'clock anyway.
Clayton's RC, welcoming my brother. He said, "Lies, Joe, you're up every day by 6."
Oh, Clayton's RC. Yeah, that's my number one fan right there, buddy.
It's crazy, man. Crazy. That's awesome, man. Joe, brother, let's talk about first, man, and no man left behind this year. Well, last month, right?
It's just about everything for footwear. Shopping out for all your footwear needs.
Is the what? Is that? You need footwear, Dennis?
Yeah,
Dr. Souls.
that was a commercial.
Orthopedic? What are you listening to that?
I'm trying to do things over here and it doesn't want to do it.
Oh, Marcus, welcome in, brother. Good to have you here. So, No Man Left Behind this year, or last month, let's say, last year was at the Exoplex, right? We enjoyed it, man. Like we were talking with the guys, Joe, well organized, how everything was set up, man. We loved it. All the vendors that were there, people that were there, the track. Then I know you guys that on Saturday was 2 days event, right? You had a Saturday and Sunday. We were present there on Saturday, and I know that that night on Friday you had set up for a movie night.
Yep, I had a movie and all that going. I think it was Maximum Overdrive,
Nice.
and it didn't really draw much attention because I had the lights turned on for all the rocks.
Oh,
So everybody's over there crawling the night crawl at the rocks and everything because I got all that stuff lit up, man.
yes.
And when it's lit up, it's beautiful. And it's like, wow. I got an old picture of that. Let me show you.
Yes,
Like
yes, please do so. Please do. Yeah. So again, it was well set up. Again, we stayed at probably around 5 o'clock. I think we will start seeing the lights. 5.
Yep.
We start seeing the lights on the crawler course that Joe has down there. It's just amazing, guys. And then how was that Sunday? How was that Sunday?
Sunday was good. We had the whole sniper thing on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, and I feel a little bit bad about the final guys trying to make it through the course because, well, let's just say there was more than one sniper up there. There might have been 8 of us. Nobody had a chance to get across that, man. So
Clayton's
That's some
already.
pretty cool videos from Sunday. I got a buddy that used to live right here in Rock Springs, Wyoming with me, and now he lives there. I don't know if you know him, Tim Holcomb. But he's at the Exoplex a lot, and he always sends me videos of stuff that you don't see on YouTube. I'll have to send them to you. There's some good video.
yeah, this right here is a little bit of the Friday night.
Oh, hold on. Let me present your reel real quick. Let me see. Oh, nice.
The movie was getting going and everything, man. All the lights and everything.
Looks like a good place to host a wedding while rocking.
Hey, we witnessed a wedding at Action Fest. We should witness a wedding at Exoplex. That's so cool.
You know, if you guys want to get a pastor or whatever it is to make that happen,
Hey,
oh man,
right.
This guy right here, David, he's got all kinds of lights under his vehicle. See when it pops over there to it. It should get over there real soon.
Oh yes, I met him that day.
Yep, David Hughes. Look at all the blue lights.
Yes. He had, what's that? His VRD. That was
yeah. No, I think that was
a Pro.
that might have been Larry's Pro.
Larry's Pro. That's so cool.
Yeah, it might have been Larry's Pro right there.
Yep.
The picture of the fire we had going.
Yeah, man. Okay, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it very much. It was a very family-oriented mood down there, Joe. That's what all the guys were saying. You know, it felt homey. You know, it felt very homey down there.
Yeah, I know out at Jim's place in Lake City, it's a lot bigger and all, but
yes,
we didn't have that available to us this year, so we made do with what we got right here. So
yeah. It worked awesome. It worked awesome. Our guys said in the chat they had an amazing, great work, Joe. Definitely. Frank, welcome in, my brother Matt Doug Marine. Also welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys. So that was so cool, man. That was so cool. Can't wait for next year. Is next year gonna be around the same month, Joe, or you guys are planning to move it back? We don't know yet.
I have no idea, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a Sean event.
Sean thing. Yeah.
So it's a Sean thing.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. I don't know whether we'll host it here or back at Barbarian.
Barbarian.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, looking forward, whatever it is next year, always going to be awesome, regardless, whatever it is at your place or his place down there with gyms. Yeah, looking forward for that. That is so cool, so cool. So, man, you mentioned, Joe, you haven't stopped nonstop, bro. Right? With the RC stuff, you've been working a lot of projects that you had going on. I know you mentioned also you have a bunch of coming lined up that you're gonna be we're gonna be seeing, having videos and whatnot, all that stuff. Truck Tech Joe RC, welcoming. Really appreciate you. Man, one that came out, I think we saw it there, the round bouncer.
The Ram Bouncer, yeah.
That was so cool, Joe. How's that project coming along, man? How'd that happen?
Dude, I saw a guy, he built himself a bouncer out of a Raminator in his garage. He posted on Facebook. All I've ever seen is a picture of it. Okay. And I'm like, dude, I've got to make that happen. And then the process started. And then Vidavon released the SEX6 transmission with all mod 1.5 gears, just beefy. So I got him to modify the output gear to give us a 10mm shaft to work in the Raminator. So once I got that, I put that transmission in the Raminator to do a torque test on it. And the Raminator has counter rotating drive shafts in it to go forward. Okay. Well, when you put this transmission, they both turn the same direction. So the Raminator tires were turning the wrong directions. And I did not mess the transmission up. It took that abuse. Wow. Okay. I'm talking just digging. And that's like a lot of torque with a 70mm motor. So it took that. I figured, you know what? It's good enough. So I went forward with the project, got with Travis Vance at Addictive RC. And there are 3 of these chassis right now. I've got the green one. My buddy Al has got an orange one, which I've got that one here. We're waiting on some electronics for that one, but it's close to being ready to go. And my other buddy Larry, he has a blue one. So yeah, we're gearing up, and all 3 of them are local. So we may have 3 of these things running at the same time out here.
That's gonna be crazy. What is the weight on that rig, Joe?
Mine comes in at 75 pounds.
That is crazy.
People are worried about carrying an SX6 home.
Those are light. Now, the thing about it is, I mean, the electronics I'm running a Hobbywing Max 5 G2.
Wow.
G2 Max 5 with a 1250, the short can motor. Okay. So this vehicle is way beyond the specs of this system, and it's pushing 4 fifth scale servos. It is way beyond what this ESC is designed for. Every now and then I get a brownout if I'm trying to go slow and I'm maxing the servos out, which is totally understandable considering what I'm putting this thing through, you know? So, but you know what? It's holding together, man. I'm happy with it. I put it on the track. I did a reconfigure on the track, right? So you guys will see that Sunday or Saturday when you're here. And I got an 18.9 second lap. This thing, you come down the straight, it'll do almost 40 miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
you're coming down the straight, and dude, you can just turn it. It'll just zip right on around, man. Dude, it out handles the Raminator by a lot.
That is crazy.
By a lot. But this new event trailer I'm building, I did some more work on it tonight. I ordered new hubs and everything for it. And it turns out I got one of those metric 25mm axles in the stupid thing. So I had to order more bearings and stuff to fit this. I modified a cheap Harbor Freight trailer. I should have known better than to just assume it was standard. I should have known better. But regardless of all that, I about got this thing ready. It's basically a coffin on wheels. The whole top opens up, and the back drops down, so I can drive the raminator and ram bouncer in and out without having to pick them up.
Oh, hell yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I looked all over the place for a trailer that would fit this. It's only 2 foot high as far as like the deck to the top of it.
Yeah.
About 42 inches wide, so it shouldn't have any wind drag or anything. It should, I'm probably using the wrong terminology, but it should slipstream behind my Hyundai and cruise right along.
So that means we will be seeing it maybe next month at Cotton's RC event.
Oh, absolutely.
Man,
I'm bringing both raminator, ram bouncer, all that stuff. I may even bring my display stand I've got set up.
Oh,
You know what's a bummer about those short trailers though? You tend to forget they're behind you.
Yeah. Now these little trailers, when you get them, they're like a little 4x4 box, okay? And they're really short. And I know everybody here has tried to back up a short trailer, right?
Yep.
I've extended this thing out like 8 feet. So I've got a nice wheelbase on it. I've got the little stand thing with the wheel on it. And what I'm wanting to do is, this might be a stupid idea, but I see people doing it with SCX6s. I figure I can do it with a raminator or the ram bouncer. What I need, and maybe you guys can help me out here. I need a lightweight foldable wheelchair. I want to turn that into a trailer to pull behind the raminator so I can sit in that thing.
What do they call those carts in Japan with the guy that runs in front of it?
Oh, well, yes.
Rickshaw.
Basically the same thing, except I have a raminator in front. But I want a wheelchair that folds in and out so I can compact and put it in the trailer. But man, take that back, put a little hitch on the back of my raminator or something. That way, when I'm at Axial Fest, I can go all the way to the quarry and back.
With the raminator, you can probably just tow the whole trailer, can't you?
I believe it will. I want to try to pull this trailer with it just to see. If it pulls it, I'm going to put my big fat butt on top of the trailer and see if it'll pull. And it'll all be on video if it does it.
That is crazy.
Yeah, video anyway, if it does or doesn't.
I will. There will be video, yes.
At least a short.
There will be something, yes.
Welcome, Larry, brother. Thank you for stopping by. One of our fellow veterans here from O11C, radioactive as well. Welcome, brother. Good to have you here. What is it? JD's RC, the round bouncer, rocking more power than the Hyundai.
I don't know about this one. Speaking of that, my Hyundai's in the shop right now with a #1 injector went out on it, which apparently is a common thing, right? Dude, I've been stuck in this 4Runner for almost 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
And dude, my Hyundai, my 2.5 turbo Hyundai Santa Fe will eat this thing's lunch. I tell you guys, if we're cruising in a 55 zone and you're putting like an old grandpa on Prozac or something, doing 30 to 35, when I pass you, you will hear tires squealing from this Santa Fe. That 2.5 has got about 280 horsepower. That thing's strong, man.
Crazy. I post there the video of the round bouncer, guys. Anybody want to take a look at it as well? That is so cool, man. It's so, man. We enjoy always watching your videos, Joe. All how you do all those builds like that and how manage everything for it to work, right? And give people an idea what you can do with different type of rigs, right? Especially those big scale stuff that we may not have out there, like the a round bouncer with that scale size, man. It's just incredible seeing it, how you make it, and it works, man. It's just awesome, man.
Well, I've got it, and I'm still going through suspension tuning on it, all that. And if you guys are following along, you'll see the wins and the fails. I mean, if you're following along, you saw where I've already busted the rear pistons out of the thing.
Yep.
So I mean, you'll see the wins and losses. When I get the suspension ready, when I get the suspension right, I'm taking it off the big ramp. But
Oh, snap.
until I get the suspension right, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that stupid. But it sure is tempting. I know it can get it.
The ramp at Cotton's is bigger.
Well, I'm not going up that ramp.
Come on, you got this.
I know we hit that big USDE ramp, man. It's hit every weekend.
Yep.
Everybody, boom, shooting up that thing. It gets used every weekend, man.
Yep.
And it has broken a lot of vehicles out here.
That is that is so cool. And I know also there at the Exoplex, you are adding to that crawler course, right? I know we talk about it right there. No Man Left Behind, that you planning to be adding more areas to that
Well, yeah, my next door neighbor lady, she told me I could do anything I want with that property. So we got in there with one of those big grinders with a skid steer and basically cut a trail. And the way the ground is, unless that dries out, all we're going to have is one epic mud trail back there.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's all we're going to have there. I'm waiting for the ground to harden up so I can get more concrete brought out, because I'm going to build a wall which will look like a boomerang, which will kind of wrap around the whole roller coaster elevated course, which you guys got to see at the No Man event.
Yes.
Yeah, so that right there will be set up. And my goal for that is to actually build that as a wall to kind of mimic the roller coaster woods course. So where you can walk right up to it. You're not leaning over or driving on the ground or some of that, where you can walk right to it and follow it. One of the best parts about the woods course is, man, you can get right at the axle and you can just watch everything.
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice to see, man. I love that part of it.
Yes, the same here. Yeah, same here. I know you redid it. I know you worked on it right before the event. You took all that stuff down and redo it, put new stuff in there. I love it. I really enjoyed that because of that. You see how everything is working, and it's just perfect right there on your eye level. That is so cool. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Guys, here on the panel or here in the chat, any question that you have for Joe, feel free to post in, and we'll be asking Joe any questions that you guys may have on that.
It's not a question, but it's hard to keep up with Joe now because all his videos, he's out there hustling. I feel like every day I get 3 or 4 videos behind, and it just keeps multiplying.
Oh yeah, if you don't keep up, man. Like today was 2 video releases, 3 if you count the short that I just popped loose. So, but tomorrow, I'm not sure. It could be 1, could be 2. Who knows? I mean,
you'll just have to unsub to everybody else just to watch yours.
Now, I do have a bet with Clayton RC, and I'm surprised he hasn't brought this up yet. But if I make it to 100,000 subs this year, I got to get a tattoo of my logo.
Oh, snap.
I am a tattoo virgin, so
somebody gonna have to film that.
It would have to be recorded. It would have to be recorded, but I'm at like 67,000 now, so it ain't gonna happen unless something goes crazy.
Everybody in chat, just make sure you go to Exocaged RC. Make sure you guys sub.
We want to see Joel cry.
Everybody's goal for the week is make 15 Google accounts. And take those 15 Google accounts and sub to Joe.
Man. But yeah, I mean, he's the only guy on the planet with an Exocaged tattoo. That'd be Clayton's RC.
That's crazy. That's cool. So Truck Tech Joe RC asking, Beat the Creek 24, Joe? Definitely, right, Joe?
Yep, I am planning to be there. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Looking forward for that event. I know also that you've been going a lot to what is it? The one in Alabama, Cherokee Village down there?
And Cherokee Rock Village, buddy. Yeah, I was talking to Scott from Georgia Rock Zombies. They put on quite a few events. And this year I'm thinking maybe the first weekend of December. This past December, on like the 23rd, where I was talking on one of my lives, and it was just kind of came up, do a meet and greet.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's go for it. And man, like 50 or 60 people were there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was set up for like 10 o'clock, so I get there early, about 9:15. They were already there, buddy. They were already there. So we're thinking about doing it again on like the first weekend of December.
Nice.
And if we go there for that, he said that he'll help me, because what I'm wanting to do is to try to get with sponsors and try to get stuff and just have a bunch of raffle giveaways to everybody.
Yeah.
And the goal is, other than the park fee to get in, the whole thing is free for everybody.
That is so cool, man. And
so it's just free for everybody, other than the park entry. I mean, you're going to have that regardless. But yeah, total free. Just show up, bring your truck up there so we can see that you have an RC, and we'll give you a wristband, and we'll pull Rob with a bunch of bundles. You guys will be yelling bundles.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And the lodging there. So for people that are planning to go, how's that lodging there? It has cabins there. Is any hotels around that you know, Joe?
I haven't ever stayed at a hotel or anything around there. It's right there in Leesburg. I believe there are a few places right down there in the little city area, but I just simply stay in my car.
In your car?
I back up to where in the mornings when I wake up, I pop the trunk open and you can see like out the whole scenery, man. It is so wonderful.
I need to go.
I pop that up, like, oh man, this is awesome.
I've never been there. I need to go there. You've been there,
You've never been there?
Robert?
Yeah.
No, I had never. Robert did.
I know
Yeah,
Robert's
I stay at
been
the secret bed and breakfast on the mountainside there. It's really nice.
Is it really called The Secret, or is it something you got going on?
No, it's really called The Secret. Secret bed and breakfast. And I'll tell you, their breakfast is amazing. And the people that run the place are so nice. They have different houses that you get to rent out, so you can be, you know, excluded from everybody, or they have their main house and it's got rooms, 4 bedrooms. It's a really, really nice place. And then you look out your window, it's all mountain view, and it's 5 minutes away from Rock Village.
Wow. So it's right down the hill.
It's
basically.
right down the hill. Right down the
Nice.
hill. One side of the mountain, and then you go up the other side of the mountain.
That is so cool, bro. Again, I've seen all the video.
It's
and
cheap
pictures.
too. It's I mean, I don't want to say cheap, it's just not expensive, and you get a lot with it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You like cheese and wine, it's free at 5 o'clock. That's, again, I'm just saying that for everybody out there. Wine at 5. I'm crawling though.
I bet there's like 3 people that were interested in.
Let me see here. Let me see. Blah blah blah. Let's see. JDRC, the XC6 Jeep body and Vivaton parts that I got from you, Exo, are working now. Great. That is JD's RC. So that's awesome, man.
Well, here, since we're talking about Vidavon, hang on.
Yep.
Let's see it.
Welcome,
hey,
Rob.
The big screen. Put him on the big screen.
TT4C Rock Gunning, welcome, my brother. Good to have you here. Oh, snap.
Look at that shiny.
I got a nice drive on this today. This thing is awesome. I got Arthur making some hubs that are narrower to try to cover the portals and get some steering geometry back correct. So working on those. This is based on an SCX6, right? But believe me, there is not one axial part on here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a thing. It's almost like a Jeep when you're done building the Jeep. It's all Chevy or Ford, right?
Yeah.
Got a Beast 2000 in the back, and I still got this shifts up front. So sorry, Robert.
I was gonna say, ooh, ow.
Oops.
No,
What?
I'll tell Reef.
Yeah, I know.
That is sick, brother. What's the weight on that one, Joe? Have you weighed it?
I haven't weighed it. I'd probably guess maybe 30.
30 pounds?
Maybe not quite that much. Maybe about 20 to 20. Maybe I'd say about 25.
25 pounds. Basically, kind of like
I think that's one that I need to add to my collection. I really like it.
That thing, it is amazing. All the sides on it are full billet CNC. All the side is billet CNC 7075.
It's like a 1/6 scale ripper.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep. That is
now.
But now Joe's got to have chrome polish to wipe down all the frame and the axles.
Yep.
Dude, I was thinking about sending that chassis out and getting it completely polished, man. Getting it to look like chrome. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Oh, heck
It
yeah,
would.
bro. Definitely.
You should tell Arthur he needs to number those.
I was talking to Travis Vance about putting numbers on his ram bouncers as well.
Oh, okay.
You know, because it's $1,200 just for the chassis for the ram bouncer. It's not something we're going to see a lot of.
No,
I mean, it's just not, right?
Yeah. I mean, same thing for Arthur's kit. I mean, everything that you get the cage, you get the axles, the transmission. I mean, I would definitely number that. That's a nice piece. There's a lot of work into that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm looking at it right now. I see that. I don't see the transmission in there for the $700. But if you look at this one right here, this is pretty much everything except for tires, which is pretty much what I got, except I got the portals.
Yeah.
Because that's all I had. I didn't have the straights with the with the center diffs in them.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That's the kit that I was looking at.
Yep, 2,600. If you're really serious about getting that, I highly recommend you go through me on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it any other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see here. TT4C Rock Gun is saying, hope everybody had a great weekend. I got hit with 34 inches of snow. Oh, heck no. That's like us here in Florida. We got what? A couple of inches? Sand?
Oh, sand?
Yeah. Sand, yeah.
A breeze came by and threw some sand.
Came by. Wow, Robert. Stay safe, brother, down there. I know you guys are hitting hard up there, up north, man. Richard O'Neill, welcome in, brother.
Robert, you're giving him crap, but doesn't Joe have like the most beast 2000 servos, considering he's got the 6x6x6?
Yeah.
I've got 4 of them on the Raminator.
Yep.
3 more on that 6x6x6. There's 1 more on that one. And to make everything beast, I actually need, I think, 6 more.
Jeez.
Well, sir, if you're really serious about those 6, please talk to me. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I've also got a couple Beast 1000s too. You know, even at dealer price, you know, even at dealer price, because I am a grease dealer, right? I do my thing. Even at dealer price, they're not cheap.
Yep.
No, they're not.
They're not cheap at all, dude.
Now, Joe, any update on the new Primal? Have you received yours yet or got notice on when yours is coming?
You're talking about the Challenger?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in March.
March? Okay.
Yeah. Now, me and my buddy Al both ordered the electric rollers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we ordered them when they first released that. They had that garbage suspension on the front,
right,
and no suspension on the back. Well, from what I gather, they were getting a lot of cancellations.
Yeah.
You know, because of the garbage suspension. So they went through, redid it, and made it right. Now it's got true suspension front and back like it should have had to start with. And the guy, because I called him and verified, I'm like, look, me and Al, we're still in for this thing, right? He goes, yeah. And since you guys didn't cancel, this is how you put 2 and 2 together. They were getting a lot of cancellations on that. You're getting the upgraded ones with everything at no extra charge.
Oh, nice.
So that tells you they were catching a lot of flack, and they never should have released that thing. I mean, the front suspension was just a pin style from like the
It was.
1980 car.
I mean, there was nothing there. I
There
mean,
was nothing there, man. And the rear was locked up, and my buddy Sean, I'm gonna get one and make it a speed car. And I said, dude, with no rear suspension, as soon as you hit a bump, it's gone.
yep.
No, you don't know about speed. I'm like, when that chassis and wheel comes off the ground, buddy, you're in the ditch.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, they are coming in, and I've got an orange one, and my buddy Al has a green one. And since I've been doing all this green stuff lately, I'm tempted to see if he wants to swap with me. I mean, they're the exact same car.
As soon as you got a date for that one, I want to drive up, and I want to be there. I definitely want to see it in person. I want to see what everything that's going on.
Okay.
I'll drive it. I'll be kind to it.
We'll have to go find a parking lot.
Okay.
Because I mean, obviously, you're not driving this on the grass or very much.
No.
But there is one thing I want to do with that car when I get it. When I get it powered up and all that, I want to do like, the first couple videos, just kind of work my way into it. But then I want to burn the rear tires off the wheels. Okay, just melt them down, and then I'll buy a brand new set and put it on the shelf.
There you go.
That works. I like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Sky RC, Cody, welcome in, brother. Good to have you. JNX RC, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Juan Cabrera, welcome in, my brother. Good to have you, man.
But Joe, that's why you can't have nice things, okay?
Well, I'll build a stand for it, so it'll be like in a corner as a decoration. A really big, and another expensive decoration.
Okay.
I think right now, as far as like the round bouncer goes, I believe you can build one right now, like from scratch, for around $5K, as in like the way it sits right now.
Okay.
And by the time we put 4 Beast 2000s, well, now you're talking about 7.
Yeah. Easy.
That is crazy, brother. Joe, I wanted to ask you, brother. Man. And the comparisons, I know I love those comparisons. I know this has been hot right now. With the VRD and RTR stands, man. I know you'll be working on them. You're ready to modify it. How can you show us or talk to us about that comparison? That since you started from the kit, then the RTR came out, all this that you have been done.
I want to tell you guys right now, there is no RTR on the market that can hang with the stance. None. There is none. The Ecto is probably the closest thing. And if you have a bad driver on the stance and a good driver on the Ecto could actually get it. But that just comes down to driver, all that, which I tell everybody here. I was talking to a guy here about our competition, and he was trying to figure out what makes a pro driver versus a sport driver like what we have. And I told him flat out, I said, when you come out here to crawl, we look at your vehicle build quality, but more importantly, we look at how you drive, the lines you choose, when you do this, when you do that, how you recover. And if you're on another level, we bump you to pro. Because you can tell who really knows what they're doing and who doesn't. Now I do have another comparison coming up, and there's a lot of talk about these things right here.
That's one of my questions, Joe.
Yep, yeah. The Endura foams. I've got all 3. I've got a set of each of them. I have 3 brand new sets of J Concepts megalithics. The wheels should be here Thursday. I'm getting 3 identical sets of wheels as well. So everything will be the same brand new tires, everything. Red are stiff, and I don't think I'm going to be able to use them. As in like after this test. The green is crazy soft. The blue is medium. What I've seen from a few guys out here, I can already tell you, these right here, they do not hold the sidewall as well as a good printed insert.
Okay.
They just don't. Like this one right here, it's it's more like a gummy insert. Okay, it's going to fall over. You can see it right here. You can see that just fall over.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
So yeah, this right here is probably going to act more like a regular foam. This has got a little bit better sidewall stiffness to it, but it still is going to roll. The red holds pretty well, but it's stupid stiff. So, but this test is coming up soon. I've got the 18 crawler test. I got to do that one. Hopefully get the first group done tomorrow, maybe.
Are you gonna do a mix match test with those too?
As far as like the green in the front, blue in the back,
Mhm.
yep, I can do all that because all the wheels will be the same. The wheels will be different colors,
Okay.
blue, green, and red wheels.
Okay.
So we can tell them apart super easy which one is where, but yeah, we can totally do that. I mean, this right here would take probably a 12-pound truck to make it work well, just from initial thoughts on it,
Right.
This one should be a really nice replacement for stock. Now, these also have a little bit of beef into them, a little bit of weight. So that kind of adds to the weight a little bit. So you may not want to put, say, an actual printed insert that's going to hold the sidewalls good and steady up front and these in the back, because it may mess up the balance of your vehicle. So you got to think about all that as well. But this is coming up, and like I said, I've got 3 brand new sets of megalithics. So I ordered.
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'll probably run the test. I'll probably run the whole test twice is what I'll probably do. I'll probably run on a lightweight vehicle somewhere in the 4, maybe 5 pounds. And then I'll find one of my heavier vehicles and do the same exact test again, different videos, but you can actually see the difference. So, I mean, if these right here were better on the side roll, because I got a feeling these right here are going to side roll. I mean, look, you can squeeze that right on in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think these are a little bit more gummy, but I know these are popular right now. They're dirt cheap, $20 a set. Everybody's getting them, so I ordered mine.
Would you add a 4th to your testing? The stock foams?
I do have some stock foams left. The problem is they're all in a bag, and I have no idea what really is there. Now, as far as like the stock foams that come with the megalithics,
yes,
yeah, I've still got all those.
Okay.
And what I'm finding, what I've been doing the last few vehicles that I've done, I put up a couple of videos, is running a printed insert in the front, so you get all the steering accuracy that offers you. There's a huge benefit to accuracy on your steering. When you put a printed insert that has no give to it side to side, when you turn, you're getting all your turn. Because if you're turning and your tires are rolling on the wheel, you're going straight. You're not turning. Okay, the tire is rolling. So what I've been doing is running a printed insert in the front and leaving the foam in the back. The way we compete, having that rear tire roll isn't really a bad thing, because it'll allow that back end to tire roll and almost 4-wheel steer and put the vehicle in the up position.
Oh, okay, I see.
So that's been working out for me quite well here lately.
That's working out the same for me. I don't know if you guys can see it.
That's what you're doing on yours?
Yeah. So like this tire that you're looking at is my rear. You can see it's more square because I'm using a different type of insert. And then the front, you can see it's more round. So I'm going to get more tire. So it's going to control more of the direction that I want it to go in.
Hey, take your background off so we can see it right.
No, not today, but appreciate it.
I don't even know how to put cool backgrounds on.
I tried.
One day I'm gonna figure that out and have something cool going on back there. Like
I think you could do it now on your phone. I think before you have to have a computer. I'm not sure, but
I'm on my iPad and I got a background on.
Oh yeah, I have a phone literally Velcro to the wall right now.
Yeah, you can do it with your phone too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we got to do it on a pre-show one day where we can walk you through it. But
yes.
Yeah, that,
You
yeah,
pretty
that,
much
that, would-
just,
that'd be cool to figure out how to do that.
Yep. It's simple. Should be simple. Let me see here. I didn't asking question, Josh. That's your rig, that blue rig, asking for it.
Yeah.
What is that? Go show it real quick.
This is the Team Garage Hack prototype that I actually got watching live on here. I ordered when they did the Hand of God
Yes.
prototype sale for us. And these are the Vision RC S7 2.2 wheels. Dennis dipped the body for me.
Nice.
It's the creep cab with a 210 TGH trans Holmes revolver 1800 with the V2 Crawlmaster. Of course, it's got the O11C Raw 500 in it,
Stick.
and the IF 300 winch
Nice.
TGH, and then the Chunky Customs bumper.
I like that. That's the one you were working on last show. But no, I
This
like
is a different one, but yeah.
that is
Yeah,
sweet.
that's a Sam truck right there, buddy.
Yep.
So I want to show you guys something that I released this evening as my second video for the day here.
Sweet. Let me present you here real quick.
I was testing out some of the D's RC shock bands on the front.
That was one of my questions. Yes, on that shock bands.
What that does is it keeps the front end from dropping out when you're on steep climbs.
Okay.
It's like right here. Look at that. Come back to it.
Yeah.
See that? And what that does, it keeps the chassis not from going over backwards too easy.
Yep.
I was on Facebook, and there was a guy talking about rear suspension risers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so wrong. But you know how you tell somebody they're wrong on Facebook, and then oh, you do it your way, bro. And I'm like, I just don't even bother trying to correct people. But what he was saying is that when you have a lot of anti-squat with one of those big stupid link risers, I've tried those.
Yeah.
Okay. And your chassis goes from this to this, that you're climbing better and that your center of gravity is lower. No. When you go from that to that, your center of gravity is higher. Just look at the chassis. When the chassis comes out, it doesn't matter if it's in the back or the front. Your center of gravity is higher. Simple as that.
Yeah. That's why, Joe, on the link riser, I was asking, right, one of our guys, when to use it, right? The link riser cannot be, you could have a link riser, but it can't be real tall, it could be just different. When to use it or not to use it. That was my question on that.
What the link riser does, okay? Now, you have your suspension. This is a bad design right here, right? Yeah. If your links are parallel and you hit the throttle, right, you can actually squat the back end by the weight, right? Now, if you take that link, you put that thing up here and you have the front down, you're basically creating this number right here through the arcs of the bars. So you're creating what I call a jacking effect, where if you throttle it, boom, your axle is going to do that. One of the things in his conversation was that, when your axle drops like that, you're getting more traction. Not when you're crawling like a turtle on a dragster. When you take off for that split second, that little bit of force, yes, absolutely, because you get the torque of the axle rotating up, driving itself down, but you only get that for a split second. You only get it for a split second. But when you're
with drag cars,
like this, crawling, it doesn't help at all. And in fact, if you have too much, what will happen is the suspension will grab and try to turn and come out and then lose traction, and you end up with a wheel hop.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of link risers. And I saw a guy out there at Cherokee Rock Village. He had something. He must have had a link riser like this on it.
Yep, man.
I'm like, not me. I don't run a link riser. anything. Now let me show you this truck right here.
You were gonna say something, Josh?
I was going to say with link risers, it also basically makes axle wrap as your pinion is going to come out of phase and go up. Now you're making axle wrap and you're actually going to unload if you don't reach that neutral with your pinion and drive shaft.
Yeah,
Your
it's
pinion
all,
angle.
it's in the angle. Your axle, when you take off, you're traveling forward, right? Your axle wants to do this number. It wants to
Right,
turn
but you
up.
want it to come up to neutral. You don't want it to come up to a positive or a negative at that.
What with the links, if the links come together, it's going to want to
Mhm.
do this number when you throttle.
Right.
Okay. With the links equal, it's going to try to do this right here. It might turn a little bit, but it'll twist the chassis and give you a little bit of a squat on your takeoff.
Right.
So, but I do not go for link risers. This right here does not have a link riser on it. Okay. It's got an F10 rear axle on it. Links are in the stock position. Now, I do have the high clearance links on it right here, but the overall plane of the links are almost perfectly parallel. They might be a little bit closer at the frame, just a little bit, but they're almost parallel. And this thing crawls like a dream. Look at that big straight front axle on there.
That's Sam. Isn't it?
Yeah, this is Sam. Got a straight front axle, SCX10 Pro, brass 500 on this thing, and the rear F10 portal, a Vanquish. So it's got the two big V's on this thing. So, and my theory on this is you can drive the front, you can position the front where you want it to be, and the back generally follows. Granted, with a big servo like this, you can kind of move the back end around sometimes, right? With a good strong servo. But if you get the front across it straight with a good low center of gravity, the back should follow pretty easy.
I was
the best mullet build I've ever done, and I've got 3 of them I've done.
And that body's perfect. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I especially love how you left a bunch of it clear so you can see through.
Back there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to like that very much, but I kind of do. Now, notice the bottom of this. Look at all this. When I cut the body, I left the body as long as I could right here. So these are the sliders, and the sliders can give. I've been on a lot of deals where the sliders, where they come out, and they'll physically hang up on something, and you'll literally be hanging on the sliders, right? Well, with the body slider, it just caves in. It doesn't actually hold you up. And this particular vehicle here has got like a 6139 balance front to back.
There's a few questions, but here Big Red is asking, is that the Power Hobby chassis, Joe?
Yes, this is the Power Hobby forward chassis. Yes. I have 2 of these builds. One of these has the SCX10 2 straight axles in it, the blue one, and that thing drives like a dream. So I had to do another one. Now, this one right here with the SCX Pro axle, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you or not. Probably not. What I was trying to show you guys is the front links are literally 2 rod ends back to back. The front top links. See if I can show that. You might can see a little bit right there.
Yep.
The top link.
Yep.
It's just 2 rod ends back to back because the Pro has a servo on the behind the axle. The links are far back. I didn't realize that when I started this. So I just kind of had to come up with something.
There's a few questions, guys. If we miss any question on the chat, feel free to post them again, guys. If we miss any question, feel free to post them again. Going back to those to the shock bands, I've seen this since especially when we go to the West Coast. A lot of our guys there from the West Coast, they've been using it, Joe, for a minute out there.
Now, years ago, I did a video. It was called, the video still up there, called Tuning with Rubber Bands. I literally was taking rubber bands and doing the same thing years ago when I was tuning this. And I'm like, dude, this works.
Yep.
It works. And now we have these company making these mass produced or mass availability, which is amazing to see because I don't have to fill with rubber bands anymore. I can get these and bolt them on.
Yep. Yeah, that's what a lot of the guys, some of the guys down there in the West Coast was using the rubber band. One night I'm putting it on the chalk. That's it. Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Rubber bands work.
Yeah, a lot of tuning, right? A lot of tuning. And all this, we're gonna go to some questions here on the chat. Alexander, welcome, my brother. Good to have you here. We miss anybody that is joining us. Thank you so much, brother, for stopping by and hanging out with us. And a lot of these setups, Joe, probably you could tell me, it depends on the location, right? The area, on what you have, where people crawl at, you know, like West Coast, the setups here that you do here, it will be different West Coast, or will be different now you experimenting going to Alabama?
The setups will be similar to the same. The difference is going to be tires.
Okay.
The compounds of the tires, because the tires are everything. That's what touches your rocks, right?
Yep.
Tires, the inserts, the foams, and that is probably the biggest difference because I could take this truck anywhere and run it, but if I go to a place where these tires are not hooking up, it's useless. But so if I was to take this to a place and everybody was running Proline trenchers, there's no other tire going to hook up. These are garbage there. I'm going to need trenchers to be able to run there. Simple as that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. People ask me about tires all the time, and I tell them to go to your local group and find out what works for your area. The pit bull tires may be the perfect choice for where you're at.
Yes, and a lot of these tires, tell me if wrong or not, but some of this stuff you got to break them in, right? You got to break them in, right?
Some tires, they do get better with breaking in, and some just don't.
Okay.
I think Vanquish changed the compound when the VXT2 tires came out. I got a set, and man, they were amazing. But as they're breaking in, they're getting worse. Okay, they're wearing out. They're not getting better. Now on the stance, those tires seem to be breaking in better. Same VXT2, but I think they tweaked the compound a little bit.
Yeah, on my Falcons, the Vanquish Falcon tires, they are stickier than my older VXT2s.
They adjusted that compound, didn't they?
Yeah, that red compound.
Yeah.
That must be it. I mean, I've got just a stock, whatever comes on the stance, but dude, they're breaking in nicely. They're doing great, you know. Not like the original set I got.
I'm hearing good things about that as well. Here, let me see if we missed any question here from Alexander Joe. What cut to length drive shaft are you running on that VFD?
What
your Vidavon?
You're talking about
drive
this
shaft.
one?
Well,
which one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a company. When I showed this off, I put a link to them down below. It's like exo.us. It's a titanium drive shaft, and I got this at Beat the Creek. He was there as a vendor, and I went over. I saw it. I'm like, huh. So I ended up buying this at Beat the Creek way last year and just put it up because I knew I would need it eventually, and it found a home in here. So I think it's exo.us is where you can get this particular drive shaft from. But Deluxe Fab also has one, a cut the length drive shaft as well.
Yeah, because Alexander is saying that Harley Design did the same to his Pro, XCX10 Pro. Let me see another question here. I think they were talking about the length. I think I missed that from Clayton's RC. Here's a debate for everyone. What's the better short wheelbase or long wheelbase? I'm running a 12-inch wheelbase on my crawler.
It depends on the vehicle, buddy. For class 1 with the 4.19 tires, I prefer a shorter wheelbase. Even in the 11s, okay, because you have such a short tire, your breakover gets better with a short wheelbase on a short tire, or short tire. You guys trying to follow me here? But like something like this, I prefer something in the 12.5 to 12.8 range.
Okay.
But you're using a 4.75 tire and like a big class 3 tire, I could even go more. But the thing is, the breakover angle, a short wheelbase, like these two right here, short, you got a breakover angle that's like 90 degrees right here. But you stretch these things out, now you're going to belly out on everything. Years ago, when I was competing at Barbarian for the Winter Series, I actually competed with 11.2 inch wheels. It had the axial dingo body on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a short wheelbase body, if you guys recall that little body. And I won. I had that on a modified Ascender chassis. And man, that thing ran everywhere on 4.19s. But yeah, short wheelbase for like a class 1 seems to work pretty well.
So we got here one of our guys there from Apple Valley on One Lacos RC. Russell, he says he prefers the long wheelbase where I will. So where he's at down there in Apple Valley in the mountains down there.
With a longer wheelbase, you can typically stretch that thing out and grab stuff and make it over.
Yep.
Like with this right here, you know, if you have a good center of gravity, man, you can be up here like this and just, you know, tagging stuff, you know, grabbing, hooking, catch it inside of the tire, you know, and just pull yourself up. So yeah, long wheelbase works great in some places. I'd probably say long wheelbase works better in more places than short wheelbase.
Short wheelbase.
Yeah.
I see there, Josh, you prefer which one, 12.3 to 12.8?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you usually run?
Yeah, my carbon is the 12.3, the stock lane. But this one, I ordered the hardcore for 12.5, and I didn't like it as much, so hardcore offers just a rear link set to lengthen it. So I brought it out to 12.8, and it's pretty dialed right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dennis has seen it work.
Works really good.
I just ordered the hardcore links for my stance, and I ordered the 13. So we're going to see how those work here. But yeah, I ordered the 13s on mine.
Yeah, the one class 2 that I built originally is at 12.3, and my second one, my Outlaw Pro, is at 12.6, almost 12.7. And that works really, really good.
Now, depending on the course, if the course is man-made, I know I've done this. Sometimes you'll measure things out around 12.3 to 12.5 just to make sure they hit it at both axles at the same time, kind of being evil. So if you come in with a longer wheelbase, well, you walk over it. Or if you're short, you know you're not
kind of teeter it a little bit.
Yeah. So
is that what you did with Hopper?
No, Hopper just was a natural mess up of a thing. With the comp trucks, man, they walk up Hopper like it's nothing. But man, if you got a truck that's not comp level, dude, Hopper will eat your lunch. I mean, it'll just throw you over. Like if you have something like a normal Gen 8 or that CJ7 or the Bronco, dude, you can almost forget getting up Hopper. Just forget it. But you take this and you won't even hardly spin a tire.
So as you make new builds, are you running short on supernatural names?
Well, this is my first one with a supernatural name, which is Sam, which is also the name of my cat, which he also had a brother named Dean. Dean was the first one that they went hunting one night, and Dean never came home. So Sam was here for the longest, and then finally Sam went, and I guess a demon got him. Maybe it was Yellow Eyes, or maybe what was his name on there? I can't think. It was not Jack, but it was the guy that played God. What was his name? Chuck.
Oh, Charlie. Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck me, I got him. I don't know. But yeah. And then the other cat I got from my daughter, she was in an apartment. And so she had to get rid of him and all that. So I named him Castiel. So, and right now I'm trying to theme some of my obstacles out there, some lines. So I've got a whole line of the Simpsons out there: Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Sam is right in the middle of them. But we looked it up. Sam is actually a character on the Simpsons. It was a barfly, so it still kind of works. Now the full elevated roller coaster course, I'm going after the Griffins on Family Guy on that one. Peter, Meg, Stewie, Brian.
Let me see here real quick, guys. We got anybody join us? John DRC, West Desert Wheeler, Logan, brother, welcome in, welcome in. Osborne RC, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by. That's another location. If you want to plan to go sick crawling there, Joe, we got to go to Utah, bro. Down there.
I've been wanting to go to Utah ever since I was driving my real truck for real, man. And I've never been. But if I ever get to go, I absolutely would. I'll be all about it. Maybe this year I'll be able to get in position where I can go.
Yeah, we are planning to go again with our veterans. I'll let you know. Maybe you can plan and go with us down there. We go to Hurricane down there with Logan is from with Desert Wheeler, Sky RC down there. All our guys there. St. George area, beautiful, sick location to crawl. It's just incredible. Different.
I would love to go there, man. I really would.
Yeah, just had an amazing time. Different type of crawling down there. Just crazy. Let me see here. We miss any question, guys? Feel free to post them, please. If we miss any question and that we didn't answer, I think they were talking here about the desert lizard, the shocks. I have a couple of sets actually. A brother from Sergio, Cali crawlers down there from Cali. He set them up for me, those lizards, and I have a set on my Ecto, and I loved it. And I have on my 10-2, and just the way that he set them up, I love them so far on those, how it's set up. So I know any shock you need to know how to tune them, right, Joe? But this one in particular, it has to be right there, to get them right. If you know how to set them up.
People ask me about shock setup all the time. I just typically run the stock oils in mine. I just drive the things,
You set them, you modify them, all of them, right? That was one of my questions. What do you prefer? Like, the upgraded shocks, or do you prefer the stock modified shocks?
Well, if you look at Sam, these are stock 10 Pro shocks I ordered off of A-Main.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing just fine. Now, my other ones have got like Drav Techs and all that stuff, but a lot of them run the stock shocks, the stock oil, all that stuff, But like when you're talking about the desert lizards, you got the 2 springs in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
To control the up, the down. My thoughts are that those springs take up space to lose travel of the shock, as where this band right here gives you the pull up just like a bottom spring, but you're not losing any travel. At least that's my thoughts on it. I have a set of desert lizards and I mess with them a little bit, but I just prefer this setup right here. It's all external. I can get to everything,
Yeah, like the one, what was it? The one that came in the Ascent. You guys, everybody took out those
internal spring.
Internal spring on it. Make a huge difference on them, right?
I took out the lower, the bottom springs, especially on the back. I took them right out, man. The fronts are still in there though.
Let me see here, Bennett. There's a question for you, brother. I like this question, Bennett. What did you did on the Air Force, sir?
I was a structural engineer.
There you go.
Which, in layman's terms, stateside, I was a glorified maintenance man.
Mm-hmm.
Overseas, deployed, I was
attached to who?
A builder, attached to the first cav in the Army.
Who?
You know, I'm an Army brat. My dad was in the Army. I knew I didn't want to join the Army, so I joined the Air Force just to get to attach to the Army and
That's
follow
crazy.
the Army around.
That's crazy, huh?
And everybody thinks about the Air Force as the chair force. You're in the back, you know, you're in air conditioned room, jacuzzis, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we had it cush, very cush. But we were in front of the Army anytime we were deployed with my squadron because we were attached to the first CAF.
Yeah, yeah.
But stateside, I was glorified maintenance. Anything that had to do with a building that wasn't plumbing, electrical, or HVAC was our responsibility. Anything deployed, anything to build a building that wasn't electrical, HVAC, or plumbing was our responsibility.
Or a building that in the middle of nowhere down in Iraq or Afghanistan that was halfway bomb that you guys had to set it up, make it functional.
Yeah.
Or whoever's going to take over.
My first deployment, you can Google it. My first deployment, our first mission was to go into the Tomahawk building downtown Iraq.
Cool.
And make it functionable. It's called the Tomahawk building because it was hit with 12 Tomahawk bombs.
Yeah.
And it was still standing.
Yeah.
We spent 14 weeks in it, making it a functioning building so the Army could move in and use it.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
That was my job in the Air Force. I'm not monitoring YouTube. I'm in a hotel, so I'm on my iPad.
Still working. Still working.
Yeah, so I'm sorry I don't see the questions on YouTube, but yeah, I was a structural engineer. MOS was a 3E3 X, whatever your rank was.
Got you, brother. Yeah, he asked us a couple of times there. That's Marcus Laundry. He said he was an Air Force as well, but he was a base fuels.
Yeah. So anybody in the Air Force knows structural engineers as the CES squadron, which is AKA clean everyone's shit squadron. Anytime you broke something, we came and cleaned it up for you. Excuse my French, but yeah, that was the Air Force. Everybody knew CES as clean everybody's. And
stuff.
Yeah.
We got here.
But we were spoiled rotten. Like, we were still the cheer force on deployment. We were in front of the Army. The Army said, go clear this building, make it maintainable. We would go do that in front of the Army. But when you got back to our quarters, our first week there, we didn't do anything until we poured a concrete pad to have a basketball court. And we built a gym. We finagled some jacuzzi tubs together. Like, our living quarter was cush compared to everybody else. Yeah. All the civilian contractors knew that we had the content. Anything you needed to build something, the civilians knew that, so they would come to us, and so then we would have steak and lobster at our disposal because the civilians.
Shut up! Okay, shut up! I don't want to hear this no more.
So we had it pretty nice.
And that's why everywhere we go, there was a DFAT for Air Force or Navy. That's where we used to go. Hey, there's a Navy DFAT. There's an Air Force DFAT. Let's go down there. Yeah.
And to clarify, like, because people always ask Air Force guy, like, how much you make as an E3, how much you make as an E4. An E3 makes an E3 pay grade. Doesn't matter what branch you're in. E3 is E3.
Yep. And it's true.
Somehow or another, Air Force E3s and E4s magically made more money than everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. An E3 pay grade was an E3 pay grade.
Yeah. The only thing that changed different is to the time and service. That's the only thing that would change. Let me see here.
And family members. If you were married, if you're not married, if you lived on base housing, or if you got housing stipend and food stipend, that's the only thing the paycheck.
And it's true. That's what we love all around. We joke around and whatnot. But then it says radioactive, says the Air Force gets into battle and out of battle. And that is true. That is true. Yeah. We call them our Uber. Nah, just making that is true. But it's true. That's what take us to battle in and out, man. Well said, radioactive. Let me see here. Also, Dean's Design in the house. Hey, brother. Let me see here. Speaking of shocks, who remember when the tracks at Big Board were popular mod? It's true, right? Especially in the comp trucks. Right? A lot of guys use those big board shocks. I
Yeah,
think I have a set of them.
I have big boards on a lot of my trucks.
it's still a popular shock of choice for the comp guys now.
Yeah.
So a
Big
lot of
boards
them
with
wanna
a mini
spend-
T, with mini T springs on it. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a poor man's, but it's a poor man's draft hack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because a lot of guys don't want to spend that money for the draft tech.
Yeah.
Which I
But
get.
the only thing that's different between a draft tech and Traxxas big bores is the housing.
Yeah.
All the
Right.
internals are the same. Like if you order unassembled draft techs, you get a bunch of Traxxas part bags to put it together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And basically all the draft tech body is a Traxxas big board just machined down.
Yeah.
But
Do you
I
use
still love my draft techs. I have drafts on a bunch of things, but I have Traxxas big bores on just as many.
Do you have some of those, Joe? The big board shocks, the Traxxas, or no?
I'm sure I do.
Okay.
I'm sure I do. All over the place, probably. I got plenty of draft techs as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are not cheap. And yes, they come with Traxxas seals. I think the piston is a Traxxas piston and everything in there. So
Everything except for the body, the top cap, and the bottom retaining for cap for the spring. Everything else in that shock is Traxxas parts.
now what I do like about is the offset cap that you can use on the shocks.
Yep.
I got those on probably just about maybe 3/4 of what I've got from Draft Tech right now. So I use
Yeah,
those.
it's nice to drop that truck down, but still have the same travel.
Correct. Exactly.
Which
Actually-
is nice in the stance and the VRD carbon. They come with the shock ends where it's like an offset cap now if you want to drop it down in the extra parts bag.
There's an extra parts bag.
Your parts with your bag with your T-wrench,
Really?
there's
Huh.
offset caps. There's a 5 mm shorter one, and then there's a 10 mm drop which offsets it. And if you look at the end, it's over to the side instead on the bottom, so you can run it like an offset draft tech.
I need to try to find those bags. I need to try to find those.
Because I did
think
the
I've got
5 mm
Vanquish
drop.
box somewhere. I've got my Vanquish kit box out there in the living room. Yeah, I've got over 100 RCs inside my home.
Yeah, I counted between the room I'm in and next to me. I have like 60, not including upstairs.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it's an addiction, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Sanjay says he's been slowly upgrading his CJ7. It's all fun, that little Jeep. That's a nice looking rig.
Yeah,
He's also building a gatekeeper for his buddy right now.
Yeah.
my CJ7 is currently at Scalar Fab.
Is it?
Yep. I sent that to Scalar Fab to get a custom front bumper made to
Nice.
fit the 8274 winch from RC 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And then some sliders and a rear bumper and stuff like that.
Nice. I seen there but you guys seen it, the Harley design video. He's swapping the transmission, putting that
Yep.
transmission on it. I see a bunch of people. Sergeant Major did a video on it and
Yeah,
swapped
Sergeant
it
Major did it on the CJ7 and the Bronco, didn't he?
on the Bronco as well. Yeah, that no Bronco. So I guess getting that center of gravity lower, right? Especially on that that type of rig, you know, it makes it different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Blah blah blah. We got Raymond E. Tanner. Thank you so much. Welcoming my brother. Let me see here. Sanjay says, yeah, I love all jokes and puns. Best choice ever. Yeah, Sanjay, he's in the Air Force. And it's true. Our boys here, that's what I tell them: go Air Force or Navy. Do not go into the Army. Do not go into the
It
Army.
depends on what you want to do. If you want to fly a jet, join the Navy, which is backwards thinking. But if you want to fly a jet, Navy has 8-2 jets to the Air Force.
Yeah.
If you want a cushy life and be made fun of for the rest of your life, join the Air Force. That's coming from an Air Force guy.
My buddy from work was in the Air Force, and he said when they went over to Dubai, he's up in a hotel in a suite looking down on everybody in the tents. He's like, I went to work, worked on some planes, went back to my suite, hung out in the air conditioner while everybody's down on base, and he's looking down like waving.
Let me see here. Russell says here, if you run coilover shocks, it's usually the gatekeeper kit shocks. Super smooth, and the price is decent on that.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the velvets.
The velvets, okay. So there's a question for you, Jake. Christopher Trublo is asking. I'm curious, Joe. Said curious, Joel, how Joe got involved with Vivaton.
With Vivaton,
Vidavon.
with Vidavon, I will tell you exactly how I got involved with Vidavon. I actually had the Traxxas UDR, and I was having issues with the rear end on it. And looking it up, I saw the Vidavon part, the Vidavon rear axle housing, and I loved the design. When he says he redesigned stuff, he's not joking.
Okay.
The Vidavon rear axle for the UDR, the nose of it comes off, so you can get to them bearings which are troublesome. The planetaries get hot, but basically I ordered that axle, and that axle is kind of what brought me into the Vidavon thing. So once I got that, I started getting other pieces from Vidavon, and I was ordering the axle housings and all before they were Vidavon. They were VS brand.
Okay.
They actually said VS on them. I may still have a set of these, but that kind of went into it here. And then Arthur, sent me an email, and we started talking back and forth, and started working with him on different projects, testing this, testing that. And then I finally was able to work my way into becoming a dealer. So it took years for me to get into where I could be a dealer and have them on the website and all that stuff. So for me, it wasn't just a, hey, Arthur, can I be a dealer? Oh, sure. It doesn't work that way. So I worked into my position, believe me.
Yeah. So let me, talking about website, let me post your website here on the chat, so people can take a look at it right there. Man, it's already 10 o'clock, guys. It's our time. Yeah. It's our time to start saying goodbyes.
Man.
If we miss any question, always bring back Joe. So all those questions we can be answered later on, or you can reach out anytime. Let me see here. I think that's it. Let me see my last question, Joe. So what do you think over now? I know we mentioned earlier about the stage, the inserts, right? Inserts or dual stage foams, right? What do you think it's gonna happen in the future?
It's going to end up, a lot of that is driver preference. There's still a need for a dual stage foam. But the way everybody in the world has got their own inserts now.
Yep.
I think the future is printed inserts.
Insert, right?
And I feel the future is the printed inserts over even these because of the drawbacks that I showed you guys earlier.
Yep. Yep.
So, but yeah, I think printed inserts are the way, I would love to see, because man, Crawler Innovations, you know, they've been around for a long time and they're the top of the food chain, but they need to come out with their own printed insert. They really do.
I agree with the printed inserts. My opinion's different because I'm not a comp guy. Everybody knows I travel a lot, and I could be at 2,000 foot 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at 10,000 foot at noon, and then I'm back at 5,000 foot at 8 o'clock at night. So elevation change, elevation change, elevation change. Tires suck in, tires balloon up, tires suck in. So I'm a total 100% believer in venting tires.
I vent my tires.
So I avoid water like the plague until I started running 3D printed foams, because I don't have to worry about soaking wet, moldy, nasty foams anymore.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's true. And now it depends what you use, because are you gonna use inserts on a dollhouse, a trail truck?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced. Anti-foams, I can't. Like, I don't know. I just
every truck I have has 3D printed inserts, and I have them from all the big names.
Yeah.
But Robo Slug is probably my favorite. Bang for your buck, dollar wise and performance wise on the foam. Robo Slug is my favorite, and I have all the big names. I have all the little names, but Robo Slug is like that perfect middle for me, price wise and performance.
Yes, yes. So huge shout out to our brothers there. Actually, they're from Montana. Bennett. SO3D RC. Squid inserts.
Yep. I got squid inserts in 3 trucks.
Yeah.
I got squids too.
Yeah, so good guys. I like those. We be using them a couple of rigs, testing them out, all that stuff. So far, I'm very impressed how they do as well. Let me see. I think that's it, guys. Past the time. We're gonna start saying our goodbyes, man. We really appreciate it a lot, hanging out with us, everybody. We always welcome Joe. We will have we always bring Joe back, and all those questions that we didn't answer, hopefully we could get them in. Oh, sweet, Rosso, I didn't know that. So Rosso had a chance. He will last weekend with Logan, and his inserts he runs were getting down out there. The inserts, if I'm not mistaken, what Logan uses are the squid inserts.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
That's why he uses it, right? Let me see. Adam is saying, Dance Designer is saying, I'm running Robo Slug inserts on his Pro.
Yep.
So also, and they taking over, Joe. They're taking over. Wow.
Yeah.
crazy crawler till I die.
Holmes is even making 3D printed inserts now.
The way the printed stuff is going, man, even I'm learning how to design stuff on the printer. You know, I've got a roll of TPU in there right now.
Which,
so might get busy trying to make my own, you know. But just like everybody else has their own insert. And I run a bunch of different brands. Other than having some be a little bit too stiff or not fit correctly, I've all of them work great.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing is the knock out your tire roll. That's a huge thing.
Yep.
You know?
I think Squids is the only one on this game right now, but they definitely the 3D printed industry has to get on the 2.2 wheel with the 1.9 tire.
Yeah. I think Squid's the only one with those.
Yeah. Squid's
and
the
I've
only
got
one
2
right now.
sets of his inserts of 2.2s in tires right now.
Yeah.
I think right now BAMF is working on a set.
Yeah. Because everybody's doing that. Everybody stretches their 1.9s over 2.2s, and you can't stretch a 1.9 3D printed foam over a 2.2 tire.
It's a pain. They don't like to stretch like that. No.
Actually, one of our veterans, O11C veterans, he was stationed in Hawaii down there. Now he's stationed in Spain. He sent us a bunch of 3D printed inserts. last year, beginning of last year. So he was working on it. His are a little bit wider than the ones that Squid has. So those ones, the tire looks wider. So I have those and how this set up on the wheel. I like them, especially when you put them with the dip dish, the boom racing ones. It's perfect. That's what I have. Then is on the Ascent.
Yeah, I was going to say any of the pro build wheels or any deep dish wheel.
Yeah.
The inserts don't work too well in them only because there's not enough to fill into the sidewall.
But the ones that I have, it worked for me fine for that. The veteran that sent it to me, JD, and because they're wider than other inserts out there. So it worked fine for me on that. So awesome. I think that's it, guys. So we're gonna say our goodbyes here, start saying our goodbyes. Let's say the start with Dennis.
As always, appreciate being on the show. It's always nice to see everybody on the panel. Joe, it was nice seeing you again.
Yes, sir. I'll see you at Beat the Creek, buddy.
Yes, sir. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the way out.
Yep. Thank you so much, my brother Josh.
Thanks for having me. Always a good time. Joe, great talking with you, picking your brain. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, sir.
Everybody hit the thumbs up like Dennis said on your way out, and call up one of your friends. Go out in RC this weekend.
Awesome. Angie, welcome in, Angie. Oh, Bennett.
From the cold north, from an Air Force cookie guy. Thank you, everybody. Came and spent time with us. I'm trying to enjoy this cushy hotel. I'm joking. Air Force joke. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Joe, thanks for spending your evening with us again.
It was awesome.
It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Everybody on the panel. Can't wait to see you guys in person again. Everybody in chat. If I haven't seen you in person, I can't wait to see you guys in person. Let's have a great week, and let's keep this 2024 rolling smooth.
Amen. Amen to that, brother. Amen. Robert.
Hello. All right, everybody that's in the chat, love you guys. You're awesome. Even Nicole, just go ahead, go home, take a nap, whatever it is you're doing. And we really appreciate all of you guys. Everybody that's in the panel, my brothers, you guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And Joe, dude, you bring so much fire, so much energy. You're positive. The way you talk, you get me so excited. I mean, I don't mean that in a weird way. I'm just saying, like you make me want to sit here because, like, you're talking. I got my crawler. My crawler is done and tuned. Now you're making me second guess myself on certain choices that I've made. And I feel I'm pretty confident in things that I do. But after this, I'm gonna go back to my crawler right now. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I think Joe may have had a good idea there. And that's the stuff that you bring to the table.
Yep.
On your videos, and anytime like you're discussing, like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this thing, and this is the reason why, and everybody loves you for it.
Yep.
Because they know what not to do, and then after it's done, they know what to do next. So, bro, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing things, and I really love you for it, man.
Well, cool, buddy. Thank you. I love you too, buddy. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Joe, brother, you say your goodbyes, everybody.
Man, it's always a thrill being on here with you guys. It really is. I love the tech questions. I mean, when you hit me with a proper tech question or something, man, am I still on? Okay.
Yeah.
But whether my phone went into low power. But like tech questions, man, I'll get so wrapped up in that tech questions, like suspension geometries, wheel offsets, tire scrub, the inserts, gearing, motor, all that stuff, man. I mean, crawlers are my thing. I like the bashers and racers, but if I had to give up anything, my crawlers would stay. But guys, I want to thank you so much for having me on again. It's absolutely awesome to be here, man. And thank you guys for the kind words and all that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Always an honor, like we always mention, and we enjoy your your input and all this stuff, your knowledge, right? That we take advantage of it, all of us. We appreciate it very, very, very much. Looking forward to see you on Saturday. All our veterans are going to be present on that outing with O11C. Looking forward to see you guys. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for the support. We have a couple of people for next Monday, but we will be posting more on social media who's going to be a special guest. So for next Monday, again, guys, thank you so much for the support, and stay safe out there. Peace, everyone.